Hey there, welcome back to my channel. Today I am joining the hashtag Team Project Pan for 2022. I'm a little late to the party. I have been working on some stuff kind of off camera for this winter, and I was going to be doing seasonal project pans. Some things are going to stay throughout the whole year, but certain things are going to be switched out, like blusher, bronzer if I need a deeper bronzer, lipsticks possibly, and then eyeshadows. So what I'll do is I will show you the big, this is an old palette from Sephora that I am panning. I'm panning the whole palette, or at least working on it. So this color here, which I've already hit pan on, is what I'm going to work on for spring. And then if I get through that one before, which I most likely will because there's not a whole lot in here, then I will move to one of these two pans for the next one. So we're going to start with this nice beautiful pink, then we're going to move to one of these two here, probably next month. In the first update we'll probably be done this one and moving to one of these ones. So, and I'm also going to be panning this bright pink blush right here for spring. It's a perfect color for spring. I've already panned these two blushes, as you can see, and a lot of the other, I've panned all the lip glosses, and the majority of the pans on this side have been panned. So yeah, so that's what we're working on for spring. Out of that palette, sort of a big pan that palette. Now, get some of this, I'll go through the skincare that I'm panning shortly. You know, call me crazy, but I'm going to be panning 3 primers. Now hear me out. One of them is an eye primer. This is actually the Urban Decay primer potion that I decanted into this little tub because I found it kind of wet, and I didn't like that sort of wet texture. I like it, since it's dried out, I like it better. And you can see a tiny little baby pan in there already, but I've been using this for probably a good 1.5 years so far, and I'm finally getting through the getting to the end. I got a little tiny baby pan. The other one, which I only use kind of in my nose area, is the E.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I've made quite a dent in it. It's kind of hard to see in the light, but I've made quite a little dent in there. It's a good little dip. I'm also using the E.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer. This one I can't really measure how much, I can't see through, but basically we'll use this till gone. And that I use on the rest of my face. Forehead, the outer perimeter, a little bit down my neck, because I do carry some makeup down my neck. And I'm also panning, I'm about there on this Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Ultra Definition Liquid Makeup. So you can kind of see, although it's hard to tell in this light, but it kind of, the line is like right about there. So where that nail polish mark is where I am on that. And then this is the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. This is quite bright and light for me, but I have used a little bit of it, and you can kind of see a settlement line about there. So where that, again, where that nail polish line is, it's about there. But I only use like a dot here, here, and here. So this is going to be a long, it's going to be a lifer. It's going to be a long time going. So basically all these base products are going to be staying in for the whole year of the rest of the year project pan. Just the colored items like eyeshadows, bronzers, blushes, highlighters, that sort of thing are going to be moving out, rolling through for the season. I might keep one if I feel it'll work in the season, but if I don't feel it'll work in the season, I'll roll it out for a different one for that season. Now, I'm also kind of panning this Collagen Anti-Aging Cream because I find this foundation really dry on my skin. So I mix it with this cream to cut down that dryness of it, and it works a charm. And then I also mix it with the Cover FX bronzing drops just to add a little bit of illumination. And they're also almost halfway through as well. Now the other concealer that I use for the rest of my face is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer in Light Ivory. And it's probably more about there, but I've taken the stopper out. So it might actually be less in there than I think, but I've taken the stopper out because I get very, very little on the wand when the stopper's there, that I need more than I need for the lighter concealer. So that one's that's probably about more the bottom of that line. And possibly even less, but it's a little hard to tell. Now I've hit some good pan on this. This is the NYX, it's part of the Highlighting Contour Pro Palette. It's kind of more of a banana sort of cream, so I use it under my eyes, and it's got a good pan on that. So that might actually be a little bit of a cheat. And then I'm panning my Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer because it's a nice light bronzer for where my skin is at right now. I find it not too dark, not too muddy on my skin right now. This is my kind of winter going into spring skin, so it's works a charm. And I'm also panning the Too Faced Peach Perfect translucent powder. I'm kind of about there with it, and I love this powder. I've got a ways to go, obviously, because there's like 35 grams, and I'm about probably little less than halfway through it. So you can kind of see the shadow of where the powder is and where the powder's not. What else? I am also panning the I Heart Revolution Chocolate Cherry fixing spray. It's pretty full, so this will be probably going throughout the rest of the year as well. And these BR Peach Glow beads. It's kind of hard to tell where these are, but some of the beads are getting quite small, so they're getting used. I kind of use that as an all-over finishing powder. And oh, you're not in this. You're not in that. And you're not in it. There we go. Okay, now for highlight, I'm panning the, I believe it's the Starburst highlight out of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Sugar Kit. The butterscotch one broke, but I mixed it into a cream highlighter. It's somewhere in my stash. I'll come about it sometime. But I'm using the Starburst highlighter right now. And then possibly once I go into summer, I might use this, which is the Gumdrop, which is a little bit darker, more bronzy. I'll probably move to that one in the summer. And then possibly in the winter, well, probably summer and fall for that one. And then the winter, I'll go into this one. And we'll see how we go with those, because there's quite a bit. Like if I can take, you can actually take these guys out. The pan is not super thick, but still, I mean, highlighter, you don't need a lot of this because it's quite bright. So it'll probably take, I probably won't hit pan on any of these, but I'll at least get some use out of them. And that's also part of the project pan. If you don't end up panning them, you get some use out of them at least. I've got other highlighters, so I may just use that for the year, see how far I get on each pan, and then move some other highlighters in. You get some use out of them, that sort of thing. And then it'll be a great day when I hit pan on something. Yay! Now, we're getting to the eyeliner, mascara, and lip products I'll be panning. So the eyeliner I'll be panning is from Magical Halo Cosmetics. And again, it is, I guess, that color. Kind of a bronzy brown. I think kind of a reddish brown. So it'll go with the pink eyeshadow, I think, pretty nicely. Actually, let's swatch that pink shadow a little bit beside it. Although right now it doesn't want to show up. Yes, you're being awfully coy. Pink shadow. There's kind of the pink shadow, and then the eyeliner there. Of course, I won't be going that bold with the eyeliner because I don't like super bold eyeliner. You wouldn't be able to tell from this look today, but this is a fun look. For an everyday look, I'll be going probably more like that with it. So kind of warm up a cool pink with a reddish brown eyeliner. And my Essence Volume Booster Lash Primer. Love this stuff. It's about anywhere from $3 to $5 at Shoppers Drug Mart. I'm in Canada, by the way. And it's so far the only lash primer I've really tried, but I love it. As I've said in one of my other videos, I do want to try the Little Black Primer from Estee Lauder, because not only is it a great primer, but because it's black, you can use it over a mascara that you find to be flaking off. Like if you find a mascara to be flaky, you can use the Little Black Primer over top, and it keeps it from flaking and smudging and transferring. So that's cool. So it's kind of a dual purpose product, and I always love a dual purpose product, but I do love the Essence Volume Booster Primer. And over that, I'm panning my Body Shop Super Volume Mascara. This is a drier formula than a lot of mascaras I've tried. I've tried a few different, when they've been different degrees of dryness. This one is definitely drier than the, let's say, the Maybelline Great Lash, because that thing is a wet oil slick. I find I do not like that mascara at all because it, like I said, it is wet AF. And this one's goes on much drier, but it's a lot easier. So it's a lot easier to control. It doesn't end up blotting all over your eyelid, ruining your eye makeup. So yeah, I definitely like the Body Shop Super Volume Mascara. It's probably starting to dry out a little bit, even more. So I am getting a little bit of clumping, and sometimes I do have to go through with a comb, lash comb. But if you don't get too much on, then you can kind of get in there and you get some volume without the clumping. But you can always use a lash comb, or I do use a spoolie, and that gets most of anything extra that's not supposed to be there off. But if it's extra, if it starts getting really clumpy, I do have a lash comb I can use. And then by that time, I'll know that it's time to get a new mascara. And then for the lips, I'm going to use I don't think I'll pan this in 3 months, but I'll get some use out of my smoothing lip liner pencil in 059, which is kind of a pinky, pretty pinky, warm pinky liner. Kind of a mix between a pink and a peach. And then the Lancome Juicy Tubes. Remember these are a blast from the past. This one's in Tickled Pink. And let's see if we can get a little bit there. So that lip gloss there, I think will look really pretty over that lip liner. And be a really nice spring lip. And get some use out of this. Again, I really don't think I'm going to finish this in 3 months, but we'll see. We'll see how we go. We'll see how much we can get out of this little baby, but it'll get some use. And then for skincare, this is actually a full bottle. This is the SpaScriptions Anti-Aging Glacier Water. I got this at Dollarama for $4. Sweet. Really nice. This is 6 ounces or 180 ml, and I love this stuff. I think the last bottle, although I can't really say because I accidentally dropped it and spilled about probably a quarter of it. So hopefully this will last me a good 6 months. I'd be happy if this lasted me a good 6 months because it is lovely. And the Grace and Stella Foaming Face Wash. I got this, I think, in a Cosbox, because it's definitely too big for a petite $4. But this one is about 150 ml or 5 fluid ounces, and it is, I would say, it's probably foaming up now. I'd say this is about a third left in that. Third to a quarter. The Lush Lip Scrub in, do we even know what this is in anymore? Toffee something. It's all worn off, but it's toffee something. So we're gonna try and pan that. Of course, this will be a whole year, possibly into the next year. So, oh, I forgot my gloss, my Anastasia Beverly Hills gloss. So I guess I don't. Okay, never mind. We're not gonna pan that because we have a gloss. No point in having a. That's this past winter's thing. Scratch that. And this is the Seaweed toner from the Body Shop, which I've decanted into this sprayer because I don't like splashing or patting on toner. I like to spray it on, so I like to decant it into a sprayer. So this is no indication of really what's fully in there, but when I get through this and have to fill it up again, then we'll have a great idea of how much is in here. But this is what we're starting with. This is a bit of a mixture of different serums and creams and stuff. But we're about that far down in the AOA dispenser. And we got the InKeyList Retinol Serum. I would say we're about there with it. About there. So about a third. And this is coconut oil. This is what I use to take my makeup off. Like the first cleanse, I put this into my makeup and then I cleanse with the Grace and Stella. But in the morning I just cleanse with the Grace and Stella. But this is coconut oil and it works a treat actually. And this is also a mix of different serums and creams and stuff. And we're about a little under halfway, or a little over halfway through that. And then we have the E.R.A. Firm and Lift Revitalizing Eye Serum with a little bit of retinol in it. We're about there on that. This is going to be probably into the next full-on rolling project pan next year because don't need a lot and it's about there. So got a ways to go. And this is a full native deodorant. So we've got a ways to go on this guy. Still lifting, still going. Oh, I think we're getting to the top now. Yeah, now he's starting to get loose in there. So this is how much deodorant I've got in this guy. And this is the native coconut and vanilla paraben and aluminum free deodorant. I love this stuff. I had the citrus and musk one that I just finished. So I just started this guy, so we've got a ways to go on him. He's probably going to be a good 6 to 9 monther as well. And we got the little E.l.f. illuminating eye cream. This is what I use during the day. Got it probably about a little over halfway through this guy. And the Third Rock sunblock is my SPF. It's an SPF 35, all natural, and UVA, UVB protection, so broad spectrum, and it is coral safe, so that's cool. Good for the environment, or better for the environment anyway. And then finally, Voss Lip Treatment. See if I can release some air. It's still pretty full. I've only just started using this, so I'd say probably about there. So those are my project pan, skincare, and makeup products that I'll be using for this spring season. I'll be doing an update in about a month's time to see how much I've used of each item. I believe that I probably will be done with that eyeshadow and moving to one of the next kind of purpley pink eyeshadows next. And what else do I think I'll be panned through? I might be through this in a month because it's, even though I only use it in my under eye, it's got a pretty good pan already. This one's got a baby pan at the bottom, but I think I'll be probably taking this into the summer. So ones I definitely think I'll be done with are the under eye powder and possibly the eye cream in a month, and possibly some of my skincare. Like this guy might be done. This guy might be done by next update. I don't think that guy will be done by next update. But I'll be updating you in a month on my progress. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye-bye.